going to come down to whoever makes that one mistake. That's all. That's what's been happening in the competitions here today and over even last weekend on Sunday. And you drop one tile the wrong way, and the attack can fail.
Absolutely. And I think these are two teams that we can easily see and have often seen coming in with perfect wars. Particularly Tribe Gaming, who came in with perfect wars through the World Championships. Really impressing. Let's see what Via and Tompinai can do, though, today as they kick this one off. Altano starting it with we've got a combination of the Drag Rider Lalo, which we're starting to see just a little bit more of these days.
Yeah, with the 22 balloons, he does have the one heal spell. And I would say this is more of a Lalo with just 2 Dragon Riders to pick something off. Because you tend to see like a Queen Church with a handful of Dragon Riders instead of just 2 of them. But either way, wants this Queen to step in to go grab the Town Hall to try to path her way around. King's ability goes off. The World Champion's been used up to the Scatter Shot as well to really help get all that value. So he definitely wants to stay away from pulling that Clan Council out just yet. And he wants that Queen to secure the Town Hall. And he's got 2 poisons to help take that out.
Yeah, a lot of power coming in from this Royal Champ. Ooh, and Royal Champ needs to drop the invisibility spell to get the multi. Misses getting the multi. Interesting that he didn't use the invisibility spell, but tries to keep that Queen alive, so you can understand the difference there. This is going in a wrong direction. He's going to have to compensate for this and maybe start in with a Lalo from the Town Hall position.
Yeah, he already used his Royal Champion too. Like, the Royal Champion's gone. So, like, indeed, you're right. He is sending the Lalo right over the Town Hall. Switches up to the Blimp to help try to secure the Town Hall. Freezes it up. The Balloons Dragon Rider is going to take the Town Hall down. Yes. With the Lalo coming in the bottom side at this point, when this happens, you're looking to just try to put the percentage on the board because there's a lot left in this base.
And we see the Drag Rider coming in for that back-end Eagle. Perfect position. Likely part of the plan from the start to actually take that on because it is a good position to come in through. But the biggest problem here is trying to get through the core of the base. We've got 2 multis at stand. The Loons weaving their way around that pathing and not taking them down, which puts us in a very precarious position. These Drag Riders can only do so much, and it's all about picking up that percent at this point, getting it as high as possible. And he will get in this 80% range, but can he get closer to the 90 range with the minions on the outside edge? We're just about down. And there goes that Drag Rider in the core.
Wow. Look at that. The Owl can chain unless the King walks right next to it, and he still managed to put it into the 90% range. That is very impressive.
Absolutely. This took a very big turn for the worse, and he handled it really well. That invisibility spell that he dropped trying to spare the Queen, unfortunately didn't get what he needed. Likely would have been used for that Royal Champion to pick up the multi. Would it have made much of a difference? Actually, maybe, because we're at a 97%. If it's that quick thinking situation that really can throw you off. You do the best call that you can think of, and that honestly could have made a little bit more of a difference in turning that into a 3-star.
Very nice effort right there, but that's what it is. It comes down to the percentage game at 97. That is still a great percentage from what it was looking like. It was looking like it was going to be a low percent 2-star, but he turns that around, saves it, and brings it all the way up to a 97. So that's going to be putting them in a good spot if it comes down to a tie on stars. And then we're going to have to see Tribe cannot afford to getting anything less than a 97 if they do indeed fail in attack. And, you know, you hate to say that a 99 was a fail, but at this stage of competition, it really is.
Yeah, so let's see what Nebrox can bring us in with. Going in again with those super drags. Easy way to kick off these wars. Limited planning needed. And let's see, do we have the clone combination? We do not. So we've got the Blimp to start off getting into that town hall spot, gets the drags going, but we are going to want to force this through the ability very early. Double rage combination. Oh, and switching it up to the Stone Slammer. So he's going in more with that Stadra approach where the super drags will take on the town hall. Just needs a lot of power coming in from these heroes. King is lining up. Just need the queen and king to step into that scattershot compartment.
He's got one dragon working on a town hall. A lot of them do go over there. He finds the tornado trap, but the town hall poison is going to do a massive amount of damage to these super dragons. With another two rages and a freeze, the raw champion has yet to be deployed, but those super dragons got picked off pretty quick. A lot of damage to him. Rages up over the queen to help take her down, but he's still got the queen ability. She's in the top side. RC's trying to make her way through the enemy king now, and there's the freeze. He might just be able to still get this one.
Yeah, got the king, got the skellies, got the eagle, all in that one freeze, and she'll get a little extra boost of health coming in with that seeking shield, launches it across with the queen still alive and the ability intact. It has some power, but maybe not quite enough as the royal champ dies down now. More skellies on the back end really hold this off. A good recovery considering he lost so much dragon power through that town hall. And that's the risk that you take. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Stadra's approach at this is not an easy one to do because if you get too many of your super drags going through the poison bomb, you've really lost out and there's only so much your heroes can actually do in this.
Well, hang on. We've got a queen ability. She gets out of range of the Expo. There's a chance. There is a chance here. Can Nebrak still pull this one off? You can see him waiting patiently. He's got the time. That's not the issue. Pops the queen ability now. She needs to make her way into the multi. Oh, but the archers can't provide the distraction for the Expo. And she takes out the... Oh, but the key is at 98%. That's the key. They are up by one building. If it comes down to it, that could be the difference by one building right there.
Okay, so we've got a match on our hands here.
Wow.
This is getting exciting. The one building difference could be the deciding factor in this matchup. And, you know, this is one of the reasons when you're going through these attacks, that you have to give it everything that you can. You have to think about it strategically because every single building that you can get value out of is going to matter. And this one difference, we'll see if it's going to come into play soon.
Indeed, that is it. It comes down to these final set of attacks. And I mean, the war is just beginning in terms of final. I mean, in terms of the end of the tournament wise, right? You've had so much work. There's so much stuff that happens behind the scenes that people don't realize in terms of the previous qualifiers to get to this point, and in terms of the base testing, the base building that all the base builders do, because everything is on the offensive side that the base builders never usually get the credit they deserve, because it's all about the flash of what the players can do to take these bases down. But it's those small details that you put the traps, the spring traps, to stop these players that really just you have to put your hat off to them. And it's an incredible job that they do behind the scenes. But let's see if the base builder for Rikiris can help him stop Amualans here with the Queen Charge Dragon Riders, as this Queen is charging away in towards the enemy Queen, getting some really nice value here.
Yep, and switching up to that log launcher to get the Queen the pass to that Town Hall position. This was a beautiful opener for the King, using the Yeti to shape up the funnel, get him into the Eagle position. This is all going to line up, easing up the pass for those Drag Riders. But the Queen, again, on her mission to try and barrel her way through into that Town Hall compartment. Now, this is where we see different options of what comes out of the CC troops. Differences in opinions between using the ice golems that can help freeze the radius of the oncoming defenses, but oftentimes we worry about the traps that come through and keeping those healers safe so the Queen can survive. So we often do actually get to see some additional healers coming out. She's got the pass that she needs, but she is struggling, and the sweeper is pushing those healers back out of the rage, but still manages to hold on to the ability, and that is important.
Yeah, that's the key right there, is that queen ability is still intact, so he can use it for the town hall area. But look at that. The log launcher opened up all the way to that town hall. Now the queen has a beautiful path straight to grab that single target inferno, makes her invisible. The single will go down. The town hall will go down. And he's making this look so easy. Mulalen, I guess this was not tested there because it made it look just like an easy attack. The healers were perfectly safe, did not get picked off there, and the Dragon Rider should easily be able to make their way around.
Absolutely. One rage left over here that he can use to force those drag riders coming into the back end, but the queen still has her ability. 39 seconds left. We've got those storages under control through the headhunters and the minions, and everything converging to the top side of the base here to get taken down. This means VN Tompinai is in a good position to put the pressure on Tribe Gaming. Now, while VN Tompinai might be down on percentage by one building, having that 3-star is a huge opportunity to apply pressure to Tribe now.
Absolutely. This is the lower bracket. The team that loses is eliminated, and the winner of this match will be moving on to take on Space Station at the lower bracket to try to advance. Because up in the upper bracket, we have Tang and Queen Wonka Stephanie waiting up there. So these teams are going to be ready. And what can VN Tompinai and Tribe pull out? Well, 3 stars. If we're seeing a triple from Tribe, they take the lead back just by one building. That's all it is. These wars are so close. We've been seeing a 14-14 war. We've been seeing a perfect war. We've been seeing other 14-star performances. So at this rate, that's what these teams are trying to do. Granted, all you got to do is be one more percentage and or star above your opponent in that current matchup to advance. That's all that's on your mind. And right now, these teams are focused on each other. So what is Tribe going to do with their next tech? We saw, is it going to be Fluxy? Is it going to be the question? No, it's going to be Kronos, because Fluxy was the one that unfortunately came with the fail in their first matchup in the upper bracket. But now Kronos with the Queen Charge Dragons. Okay, the Lightning Queen Charge Dragons. You don't see this too often because that means you have like either no rages for your queen or you have no rages for your dragons.
Yeah, so this queen with only 2 rages to carry her through needs to get the town hall down, try and continue her path along. We do have the invisibility spell as well that could carry her through this. That could help out quite a bit. But let's see the kind of pathing that he works along with this one coming through. A lot of patience, though, as he lines up what the drags are going to need to fan their way across, coming in from those scattershot positions here. And we do have the Coco Loons, of course, doing their job, soaking up those traps and trying to protect those healers and keep them safe. And there's that invisibility spell protecting the healers from the Giga Inferno.
Yep, the town hall has been secured, and the baby dragon off to the left to try to help keep the queen and going potentially in towards that scatter shot. But now the dragons are being sent to the right side into the scatter. The enemy queen helped grab that value. The Stone Slammer's in, now luring out this clan castle, and we've got a bunch of archers and some super minions kind of splitting off. Rages this queen, but the headhunter needs to go down. The queen, super minion. He managed to keep the queen alive, but the headhunter pulls the queen off to the right side, though.
Oh, queen survives. Let's see if she can pull back in with the dragons cutting through the core of the base. She looks already off course to go down towards the multi, which is going to hurt quite a bit. Still a nice recovery carrying it through. Just needs that power working along. We have the Royal Champ with her Seeking Shield still intact, but she's taken on a little bit too much heat as the drags are too far in the center, and she works through the outside edge of the base here. Has her health back. Queen coming through, reaches the scatter shot, and with this, there is some opportunity left, but that back-end air defense and Archer Tower combination is a little bit worrisome, but the King looks like he's got this under control, Carbon.
Yeah, the Warden, the Owls actually tanking a few shots there. With that Queen staying alive here with 30 seconds, and Kronos is pulling away with the 3-star to now bring Tribe back ahead by 1 building against V and Tompinai. You see that incredible stuff. Just 5 to 5, 39.6 to a 39.4. That's the difference. 1 building can make a 98% fail from Tribe, a 97% fail from V and Tompinai. That's the difference in this war right now.
It's incredibly close, and it just makes it more exciting for us. I don't know about the players. Maybe we didn't get to see Kronos in there, and I kind of feel like he's just wiping the sweat off his brow through this. But certainly makes for an exciting match for us to watch here and at home. So these guys are really fighting. Claw tooth nail to get into tomorrow's matchup, to find a way to face off against Space Station Gaming to get their way back in this and get their share of the $30,000 prize pool. It's a lot on the line, a lot of pressure, and a lot of talent. You mentioned the base builders who don't often get enough credit, but we can see these small slip-ups here and there that do throw some of these players off quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of times it comes down to when you're building the base and you're testing it. You're trying to, build the base against a lot of the meta attacks, but also potentially of who you will face if you know them so well. And all these teams here in this tournament have played many times against each other. And now Hawk is coming in with a queen. I was going to say queen charge Lalo, but no, there are no healers in the mix. It's going to be a Zebla with 6 lightning spells and earthquake in the mix. And they love those air attacks. And down goes the single. Down goes the expo as well. And we got a super wall break that went off a little bit to the right side, which doesn't necessarily open the wall exactly. But let's see if he can still path his king in towards the town hall, it looks like.
And King looking like he's making his way, leading forward. Queen to the opposite side, though. She has an ease to work her way in as well. King working his way up towards that scatter shot position, and we've got the sneaky goblin to actually focus him into that corner compartment. This is going to lead the queen to get where she needs to go. Invisibility spell here can keep her alive and well to take on that town hall and secure an easy push. We even have the royal champ coming in to help section this off, power this along. But the things that we're going to look at in this is getting as far as to that multi. Now, he doesn't use the invisibility spell for the queen. He's able to carry through with just the ability, which means this royal champ could potentially go the distance if she can get past the CC.
Yeah, there's the RC ability. I would say you typically would use the invisibility spell for your royal champion, but he doesn't, because I don't find using the invisibility for your Lalo all that useful. It ends up actually getting in the way, because you may make the defense that you want the balloon to take out, make it invisible, and can totally mess up the raid. But he does have Notice the Dragon Rider, so he could make that Dragon Rider invisible, which can help out a lot. But now here comes the Lalo in terms of the left side with the Hound, the Warden, the balloons, and the minions charging straight into this multi. He's going to have to use the haste combination and the Warden ability to really protect his way through. But we do have a... Oh, no! The Eagle! The Eagle was missed.
Stand. Oh, this Eagle standing means it's going to rain continuously down on everything. The Stone Slammer at least getting clipped in here, but completely bypasses that multi and the core of the base where we wanted to soak up the traps. Sends in a couple of loons to take on the Eagle, but the super minion from the CC is still alive, and Mammoth is in a really tough spot as the loons start to crumble. The Drag Rider, the remaining loons, not enough with the splash that still remains, and that nasty little minion that's still looking to fire away.
Yeah, that super minion did so much damage in this raid. Now just going to slowly pick off that Warden. The Dragon Rider is the final remaining chance to try to move his way through. But that super minion just will not give up. Stays alive the whole time and helps take out this army. And that's exactly the defense that Nebrex needed here to help Tribe have a chance at keeping their hopes alive in the lower bracket. Hawk, great effort, but only a 93% 2-star. So a triple from Tribe will keep their advantage, but will also put them ahead by a star.
Yeah, this gives them a little bit more of an advance if we see that 3-star coming in, but they would still, if there's a 2-star, need to hit relatively high. 93%, not a bad way to go considering everything that went wrong with that attack. So kudos to Mammoth, kudos to the teams on both sides, because we have seen them really working through getting that percentage as high as possible despite some small hiccups. And it's Exorcist now coming in with the Queen charge. Lalo, seeing a lot of Lalo from both sides here. And we do have the rocket lands.
Whoa! What? The spring trap! Oh no! The wall break failed! Who would have thought the spring trap's gonna be right there? Incredible for Rigatores! We talked about the base building, and it perfectly stopped the Queen from going into the Eagle, so now he's gonna have to adapt on the fly. Wow.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting, because if Tompinai needed a defense, it was going to be now. King's already cutting the pass, but the Queen doesn't have her way to come in here, and only one super wall breaker, which is no longer there to try and carry her through. We've got the blimp coming in for the Town Hall, so not an option to use. The Royal Champ could be another option to really take that down, or Exorcist is going to have to decide to recourse the pathing altogether.
And he's got the Town Hall going down to the Sneakies. The Queen has completely bailed from going and taking out that Eagle Artillery. He can send his Royal Champion to go in for the multi-target Infernos potentially, but he's only got a minute and a half left. That's the problem. Where's this Queen going to go after she takes out this ground expo? She's going to go to the bottom side and clear that. So he's going to have to start the rest of this raid with the Royal Champion soon. Oh, she steps her way straight into the single of all things. But the RC is going into that multi. And then the Lalo has to go for the Eagle.
Okay, so Royal Champ trying to clear out some of that damage zone drops to final invisibility spell to keep her carried through and away from the Hound CC, but it means she won't be able to clear out this last remaining multi. Loons are going to have to cut through it. It's not an easy pass, and the Queen is now down for the count. We've got the Warden ability to try and carry along. Could get a good push out of it coming into both the multi, the scatter shot, and that Royal Champ area, but not enough of a spread to clear out the multi. Has the freeze to try and hold it off, but defending Queen here looking to wreak havoc.
Wow. Just incredible to think that the one spring trap there can cause that to happen. Because the Queen doesn't go into the Eagle, the plan has to be completely changed on the fly. And we literally just talked about the base building, and it was shining right there for Rigatores.
Now, a 93% would keep their edge, and with 13 seconds and nothing, he's got this one archer, 2 minions, taking time to look where he could place it. He knows there's not enough to get that, and percent advantage now gets handed over to VN Tompinai for one simple spring trap.
That's the story right there. A spring trap stopping all the wall breakers. He didn't have a super wall breaker because he had sneaky goblins and he had rocket loons in the mix. So he couldn't take a third super troop. And typically, what you tend to do before the super wall breaker with a regular one, you would drop a test wall breaker to test, and then you drop the rest of them. But with the addition of the super wall breaker, you don't really need to do that. Maybe he kind of said, I think they'll be able to beat through the wall anyways. And that, I guess it wasn't the case with the spring trap there.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate on this one for Tribe Gaming. They are going to have to rely on having some more defense to try and get back into this, but also picking up some 3 stars. Let's see what Machuo can do if he can carry this lead. This has got to be putting them in a in a pretty exciting position. This has got to be a huge boost knowing this defense has just turned the tables for them. Great value out of the Yeti, actually starting to clear up the opening here towards that town hall as he sets his super drags in place.
Yeah, the Super Dragons are going to come towards the enemy world champion. Scattershot move his way into there. It has that Stone Slammer to use the send in there. There's the freeze onto the sweeper to stop him from getting pushed back. But he's going to be relying on these Super Dragons to take that town hall down. The wizard does grab the air defense. That was a beautiful wizard to grab that value.
Absolutely. King and Queen doing some excellent work. King providing the tank. Queen taking on a little bit of damage, but will be able to power along right behind this King into the Eagle compartment. And that's all going to force the Dragons right there into the core of the base. A little bit of a bypass to the outside edge with a couple of those Super Drags. It's actually never a bad thing because they take care of the cleanup considerably well, especially if you have about 4 of those Super Drags in the core to help finish off the job. And of course, we still have the Royal Champ to bring into the board here, coming from that 3 o'clock side.
Yeah, the Royal Champion has her ability. The Poison Spell slowing down the enemy Queen here. The Super Dragons are getting picked off, but this task department is going to be a huge problem to try to push his way through. So could this be a defense for Exorcist? The RC's ability goes off. Queen's got her ability. With the Unicorn on her at full health at this point, we do have a opening to the bottom side. It looks like he might just have enough with this Queen. Down goes the air defense. He's going to damage the No! He's going to take the multi down with that last shot of hers.
And the Skellies are not enough to hold this Queen back. With this ability, playing his cards right, he's got more than enough power to carry through, especially with this Unicorn alive and well. 51 seconds left to go, and everything is reachable. Does not need to be through walls to get anywhere. No matter how many Skellies crop up, I can't see this holding that Queen back.
Yeah, with that Queen ability, with just 35 seconds left, she can help clutch this unless something insane happens, like a bunch of Skellies, a giant bomb, small bombs, all here ready. But you never know. You never know. Wait for it. There's the ability. There's a small bomb. Loses a few. There's the giant bomb. Oh, I said it. But Mitchuo still manages to get the triple with those traps popping. That was an almost great effort from Exeter to try to get that defense, but Mitchuo with the triple. Great job.
Yeah, the Skellies on the back end really trying to hold that one off, but not enough. And we saw a little bit of that flex and stretch coming in from Mitchuo, knowing he had that one in the bag. So he keeps VN Tompinai now in the lead as Tribe try and struggle to find the defense to get back in this. But we are looking at a bigger differential now, unfortunately for Tribe, where it was so very close. This has taken quite a big turn, but it ain't over yet. We still got plenty more to go.
We do indeed have a lot more to go here today. This is the final word today, but then we have more tomorrow. You don't want to miss that, where we'll be crowning the champion of the first tournament here in the 2022, the Clash of Clans World warm-up. It's going to be an incredible year for sure. But Rikira starting off with that Scaly Donut to help take out the multi, the Clan Castle, and use that Bat Spell onto the Inferno Tower. Another Invis, and yes, he makes it look so easy. How do they do it?
They really do make this look like incredibly easy. The skill to get every bit of placement down that you need to is not an easy task, to say the least. We've got the Skellies drop down as well. So we've eliminated the core of the base, which is one of those fundamentals often for Lalo with the pathing, because we expect to see the majority of the traps in there. Also, when there's multis, we want to eliminate that course. But it eases up an area where we can push the heroes in because we've taken down the CC troops. And look at this. We've got the Wall Wrecker again. This is the second appearance of a Wall Wrecker coming through to open up the pass leading to that Town Hall position, keeping that Queen alive. There is nothing to help her other than this Unicorn and the King tanking. So we'll see if we've got some Yetis to come out, sneaky goblins to come in and take on that town hall and help this first through.
Wow. Oh, the queen's ability was forced. He definitely didn't want that ability to go off. But the one benefit you get with the wall breaker is that you won't be activating the town hall early. So the queen was able to take the town hall down now, even though her ability went off. And here comes the Lalo off to the left side, moving into the Eagle. But notice the pathing is very nice for this Lalo. But he does have 3 haste and no freezes to use. He has to time this War Internal Tome perfectly to protect the balloons, the Headhunter, and the Lava Hound as he makes his way across the space. And there it is.
Beautiful narrowed out pathing. I'm still impressed by the ice golems coming out of that CC that really helped that queen, even though she burned through that ability. But we've got the Royal Champ helping to carry this through. Final hastes are down to keep this moving along. And on the inline edge, that Royal Champ taking down the Expo is huge as loons surround to finish off the job here. Tribe coming in with the 3-star they very much need, but they need more than this, Carbon.
They do. They need help on the defensive side to stop V and Tompinai. Rikirez with the 3-star had to invest some of those extra freezes and invisibilities for his queen to be sure to take that town hall down, and he was still able to get it done. GG. What an attack. And it's just incredible to see the wall wrecker allowed that queen to go all the way to the town hall, get that value, and was able to pull away with that 3-star.
Yeah, just a beautiful multi-phase attack. And this is why Rakira's within the competitive community is known as one of the top players, especially in Lalo, because this is what he does. But he is so versatile in the ways that he actually comes in with it, thinking about every avenue that he can come in from. And again, we see that from Queen Walkers as well, who is coming in with new ways, reinventing the way we're coming in with our approaches, which is often great to see, keeping it nice and fresh.
Absolutely. And we have the final set of attacks here today to be seeing who's going to advance to take on Space Station in the next match, which will be tomorrow. And just is the pressure. We have 4 techs from Tompinai, 4 techs from Tribe. So a triple from Tompinai and they win. But if they don't, then Tribe has a chance to make the comeback with the closing triple. Who will be responsible for Tribe? Well, that would be Fluxy, who failed in the first war, and the pressure comes down to him. But before that can happen, Rega Torres can put it all to an end here with a 3-star. With himself no queen charge here. He's just going up with a Lalo, kind of having the queen to take out the town hall and try to get some incredible value to use these skeleton spells to provide the distraction for his queen.
Yeah, helping to distract that Warden Tower that packs a pretty nasty punch towards the queen or anything that surrounds it. Giving the queen some access, but she actually doesn't step into this town hall position. Going to work around, give the opening to those sneaky goblins to take it on. And then this way the queen can work alongside, clear up where the king's going to meet into that scattershot compartment. So going for a nice big push leading into the core of the base.
He rages up the queen on the unicorn so the unicorn can heal up that queen, and he had to invest also a freeze on that ground expo, use an additional freeze for his king to the right side. That's an interesting rage. I'm kind of seeing what the value he wants to get with his queen, because her ability is going to be forced. Takes out the enemy RC, but the enemy headhunters will go to the king, should go down. But the tunnel's up. He's got one invis with sneakies to help take it out.
Royal Champ right there was in the core of the base to that multi, but kept on that invisibility, which we obviously need to get these sneakies through. So we still have an entire center of the base to get through. Sneakies successfully take it down, but this is not going to be an easy Lalo.
No, it's not. We got 2 multis still up in the middle and a single target Inferno toward the bottom side. So he's got a heal spell to try to move his path through, but look at that Stone Slammer. That Stone Slammer can path its way straight to the middle and get a beautiful pathing and value That is gorgeous right there. As it's going to Lalo from the left down and around to the core of this base, pulling some traps. And here we go. We got Seeking Air Mines. There's the heal. The Dragon Rider now runs up to the multi and taking that down and is looking good. And you can see him celebrating. Rigo Torres is putting a triple on the board for V and Tompinai.
Absolutely stunning. We talk about skill with Lalo, and it's the centralized areas that we worry about the most. Absolute perfection in the planning to come through, throw down the 3-star needed to secure their win and victory today to advance on into tomorrow's match, where they will face off against Space Station Gaming. A phenomenal finish there for Rigo.
Rigo Torres came in with the final attack to triple. And then it was his defense that sprung the wall breakers with that spring trap to stop Exorcist from potentially getting that 3-star. He had to change it all up on the fly. And Rigo Torres comes through clutch on the offensive and defensive side in this war right here. Beautiful the job. We still have one final attack coming in from Fluxy of Tribe Gaming. But still, the pressure coming down to Rigo Torres, because if he didn't get that triple, then he would have left the door open for Tribe to have a chance to win. But it comes down to the percentage. It comes down to all of those small things you do in your raids that all adds up. And especially when it's only a 5 versus 5 in these esports wars, then every single attack and building makes a difference. It's not like your typical 50 versus 50, or I don't know, 50 versus 50 is typical in terms of, let's say, for those 15 versus 15 clan war leagues. Those are definitely a little different in terms of percentage-wise, where you only have one attack, and in these ones you also only have one attack as well. But Fluxy, with the Queen of Charge, Lalo does have the one skeleton to use.
Yeah, one skeleton spell here to add that nice distraction, which we're seeing more and more of. Queen with an easy opening leading through. We've got access to the air defense and to work our way back in and around. I'm curious to see where this charge is going to lead her, because we've got that opening again a little bit further inside, and the king can come in through for that scatter shot position potentially, because we are starting to see a lot more of these opening pathings in the walls. But look at this. Drag Rider coming in, nice value to get in, working through for that eagle and connect this all along.
Yeah, that Queen's going to get some nice value. The multi, the enemy king, potentially the Eagle Artillery, unless the Dragon Rider just says, hey, you know, I'll take that out. No problem there. And, oh, come on, one more shot. One more. No, just barely stays up. But hopefully that should be okay, as the Queen can help take that down, path her way into the middle multi. She will have to beat through a wall in order to get that. Or a wall break.
She's got the wall breaker to come in, able to get through, and it doesn't set her off course, which is good. I think that would be the biggest issue for it. But King, oh, we've got a big push coming in. King coming in with the Warden, the Royal Champ, and we've got the blimp to sail through it to get straight to that town hall.
Beautiful job there with that blimp making its way. The sweeper's gonna, no, the sweeper just actually misses the blimp right there at that angle, and having sneaky goblins coming out of it to help secure the town hall. Down it goes. There's the freeze on the single. Royal Champion still going. We still have a Lava Hound and some more balloons to use in this raid.
Definitely. And the Queen still alive. Drops the final rage that she has. Skelly Spell has been used to distract the defending Royal Champion. The scatter shot, the expo surrounding, giving this Queen a fighting chance here. Invisibility to keep the Royal Champ just alive long enough through the end to support the loons. And we still have a freeze for that back end scatter. Queen's got some life left to her. The loons don't. They need to sneak in fast. And unfortunately, not going to have enough to finish this off.
Well, the Queen comes in. That King and the Warden are still up, so the Warden can help reach over the wall, but the Warden's going to first go for the... wait, no, Warden, okay, Warden's going for the Tesla. Queen's still making her way through. It is an opening. The bomb tower should be going down here. Oh, the tornado trap's gonna slow him down. If the queen has step, no, tornado trap doesn't even get stepped into. The queen with only 8 seconds left. It looks like we might just fall short with the skeletons to slow him down even more. And Fluxy only getting the 98% 2-star. And congratulations to V and Tompinai as they will be advancing in the lower bracket, and that means Tribe Gaming have been eliminated from the Clash